Hello everybody, what is up? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another video. So, as you can see from the title of this video, I decided that I'm going to start doing tutorials. I'm going to start teaching you guys some tricks. I'm going to start from the very first video on my channel. Now, I had more videos on my channel, but I had to delete them because they're all bad. So I'm going to go through the very first video on my channel and I'm going to work my way all the way up to my most recent video. I'm not going to be able to teach you all the tricks on my videos. I'm not going to teach you every trick that I've done on my channel, but I'm going to be able to teach you some of the tricks, because most of the tricks are market effects. You have to pay to learn those tricks, you have to buy the props and everything like that. But most of the tricks on my channel, I can teach them to you. And that's what I'm going to be doing. So what I've done was I went onto my channel and I scrolled all the way down to the very start of my videos and I found a trick called the Revolver, which is a very cool self-working trick. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just show you a performance and I'm going to teach you exactly how that works. So, check this out. Okay, so that was the performance, and as you can see, it is a cool trick, and it actually is a self-working trick, and it's just one of those tricks where the trick itself is amazing, then at the end you have that kicker ending and it just surprises everybody. It's just a really cool trick, and it's just easy. It's easy to do as well. Like it's not too difficult. So let's get to learn how to do that trick. So that was a trick called the Revolver. I hope you enjoyed my performance, and now let's get into how you do this trick. What you need is just a normal deck of cards, two normal decks of cards, a red deck and a blue deck. The blue deck is normal, there's nothing wrong with it, and there's nothing wrong with the red deck either, but you just need to get the red deck, because what you want to take from the red deck is a 4 of spades. Once you have that, you are ready to do the trick. And you can just get rid of the rest of your red cards. You just leave yourself with the red box, the red 4 of spades, and all of the blue cards. This one red card is used to make the whole deck look red. With this card sitting on top of the deck, that gives you the illusion that this is a red deck, and just adding the red box just makes the illusion even better, making it more convincing that it really is a red deck of cards, when obviously it's not. So that's all you need: a red 4 of spades, red box. Put that all into the box, and you're ready to begin the trick. To begin, you take the cards out of the box, and you immediately flip the deck face up. Right? When you're doing this trick, you don't ever want your audience to see the other side of the cards, because if they do, they'll see that the cards are blue, and it'll break the illusion that the cards are supposed to be red. So once you have the cards out of the box, you just go ahead and look for your 4 cards: the ace of spades, the 2 of spades, the 3 of spades, and the 4 of spades. So 3 of spades, and the ace of spades, 4 of spades, and the 2 of spades. Once you have those cards, flip the deck face up and catch a quick break above the top card. Just a small little pinky break, just like that. If you want to know more about pinky breaks, there will be a link up there somewhere, and more about pinky breaks and how to use pinky breaks. But for this video, you just need a pinky break above the top card, just like that. Then you pick up the 4 cards that you picked out, and you put them in this order. You go 4, then you go 3, and then you go 2, and then you 1. And once these cards are on top of the deck, now what you basically have is a break above 5 cards. You had a break above 1 card, and now you have a break above 5 cards. So right now, what you want to do is, once you got your 4 cards, you want to you don't pick up all these 5 cards, right? Instead, you hold onto these 5 cards and tilt the deck away. Okay? And by tilting the deck away, this is what we call a wrist kill. It prevents your audience from seeing the true color of the deck. So again, you have a break above your 5 cards, and you have the rest of the blue cards right here. And again, instead of taking the cards away from the deck, you take the deck away from the cards by tilting as you take the cards away. And again, like I just said, that prevents anyone from seeing the true color of the deck, just like that. So you never get to see the backs, but your audience should already mentally know that the cards are red. So once you're here, you just count out you just show the cards. You have an ace, you have a 2, you have a 3, and you have a 4. Now you want to be careful, because underneath this 4 is your red card, is your extra 4. Now you want to make sure that card stays squared up as possible, so that no one sees it. It's supposed to be hidden. From here, you want to do one little move, one little thing, and after you do this one move, do not forget to do this move. This is an important move that will make the rest of the trick self-working. If you don't do this move, you'll ruin the trick. Split the 2 cards like that, so you have the ace and 2 here, and the 3 and 4 here, making sure you keep these 2 cards squared up. And what you want to do is you want to take the 3 and 4 and put them in between the ace and the 2. So the 2 goes on top and the ace goes on the bottom. So now you have this situation. You have the 2 and the 3 here, the 4 and the 2 here, and you have your extra 4 in the middle right there. Alright? So now you're all set up for the trick. You just give your own presentation. I like to go shake and a snap. And you just count out the cards, holding them like this. You can hold them with your first finger or your middle finger. I like to hold it with my middle finger. Just count them out. Just go 1, 2, 3, 4. And the ace isn't there, so people assume that it magically turned over, and this is the ace. So people assume, but the ace is actually here, hiding underneath the tree. And you do not want anyone to actually see that. So you want to keep that hidden and keep it squared up as possible. And that's what the revolver is. That's what the name of the trick means. It means like the cards magically turn over, basically, is why it's called the revolver. So it looks like the ace has just magically flipped face down. So now when you square all the cards up, give it a shake and a snap, automatically it looks like the ace flipped back face up, but now the 2 is face down. But really, again, it's just hidden here underneath the 4. Again, square everything up, count them out again, the 2 appears, and now the 3 is face down when really it's actually underneath the ace. Again, one more time, shake and snap, count them out, the 3 appears, and now the 4 is face down. And that's the end of this part of the trick. And what you can do here is you can actually show that this is a 4, right? And that's what you do. This is a part of the trick. Once you're finished, you take this card, flip it over, show that it's a 4. And now you have 2 cards in this hand. So what you want to do with these 2 cards is cut them to the bottom, bring in this 4 to the top, show the back of it for the last time. And what you want to do with this pile right here, you want to do a pinky pull down on the very bottom card, just like this. I'm going to pull down on the very bottom card, and again, if you don't know what a pinky pull down is, there'll be a link up there somewhere for you to go and check out how to do a pinky pull down and other uses that you can do with the pinky pull down. But for this, you just get the bottom card, this one here, and you just pull down with your pinky, creating a gap between the 4 and the rest of the cards. And you take this one and you just put it right there, just like that, on top of that bottommost card. And I like to keep a break. I like to keep that break so that when I spread, I can show you all 4 cards and I can keep these 2 together, right? And you want to do that. You want to keep these together and as square as possible so that nobody suspects that there's like more than 4 cards. From here, you can ask your spectator, you can ask them if they remember what color the backs of the cards were. They will say red. You snap your fingers carefully so that that doesn't happen. Very carefully, you flip the cards over and reveal that they're not red, they're blue. And I like to square them up because what I could do is, after I show that they're blue, I could put the cards down, but I could, do you see what just happened there? These 2 cards accidentally split a little bit and I can see a bit of the red card. So that's a bit risky. You can do that. You can, if you're very careful, you can do that. You can leave the cards fanned out like that and place them down the table. It's risky, but just make sure these 2 cards right here don't split. So instead, what I like to do is just show the 4 cards and ask what color the backs are. They'll say red. I show blue, and then I square them up and I put them down. It's just safer that way. And then for a kicker ending, snap your fingers, whatever you want to do, and show the backs of these cards and say that they're all blue. And that was the revolver. I'll just go over that one more time because there are things that you need to remember, and I just want to make sure that I get these stuck in your head, because if you don't remember these important things, you will mess up the trick, and I want to make sure that you don't mess up the trick. So again, when you take the cards out of the box, immediately turn them face up so that you can search for your cards. You find your cards, and when you have your cards, flip the deck back face down and just catch a little break above the top card. So here's the first thing that you cannot forget, is the order that these cards go in. First, you order them like this: 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you have a break above 5 cards, right? You hold on to the 5 cards, and just like I said, instead of taking the cards away from the deck, take the deck away from the cards so that nobody sees the true color of the deck. From here, reverse the order: 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's the second thing you have to remember: split the cards like that and take these 2 cards, the 3 and the 4, and put them in between the 1 and the ace and the 2, just like that. That's the second thing you have to remember. From here, it's straightforward. Just do the trick. Say, look, the ace magically flips over, the ace comes back, the 2 magically flips over, the 2 comes back, the 3 magically flips over, and the 3 comes back, and the 4 magically flips over. You take that card, you flip it over, show that it is the 4, and you take these 2 cards, cut them to the bottom, bringing this to the top, flip them over. And here's the third thing that you can't forget, is that pinky pull down. Pull down on the bottom card. That bottom card will always be the blue 4, and you take your red 4 and put that on top of the blue 4. And I like to keep a break so that when you spread, these 2 cards stay together, and you can show. Ask what color was the cards. Now you flip them over. Again, the fourth thing to remember is that you have 2 cards here, and you want to keep them together, so that when you ask what color were the cards, they'll say red. You snap your fingers, hold onto them, and carefully flip them over so that they don't split and accidentally see a red card, show that they are actually blue. Now you can be risky if you want and put the cards down like that. Just don't let these cards split. I personally like to show the cards like that, then square them up, and then put them down. And then for the kicker, you just flip the deck over, fan them out, show that they're all blue, and that's it. And that's basically the trick. That's how you do it, and I hope you liked it. Okay, so that was the Revolver. It's a very simple trick, very easy to do, and has a nice kicker ending. So I hope you enjoyed the trick, and I hope you have fun learning the trick and performing it to your friends and family. Anyway, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and leave a like. And if you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe and let me know what you think about this video in the comments below. I will see you next time.